drinks now.
I should have put my little coffee cup. It's just
I mean,
water.
it is the name of the podcast. But welcome back, everybody. Sorry it's been a while.
Life happened.
A lot of things happened.
This is our third attempt at the third episode.
It's been quite nerve-wracking. We re-recorded many times. Sorry we missed Valentine's. I'm pretty sure we would have had a lot more toxic stories. But today we're going to make up for it by giving you some more, I guess, relationship problems. They're mainly, because when we were looking up stories, like all the recent ones were like wedding based. So
everybody took Valentine's Day as an opportunity to pop the question.
I think so.
And
like, it's Valentine's.
I think it's time. Wedding season's coming up. It's almost summertime, so it's an appropriate amount of time to give ourselves to plan a wedding. So
yeah. Oh, speaking of which, we're planning a wedding.
Yay. It's quite fun.
It's funny because we're in the family. We're like the
party planning committee.
Oh God. So we were saying like all of our parties.
Jessie.
I called her up. We gotta cook again. But yeah, it's been crazy. One of our sisters is getting married, so it's funny how it all kind of collided. Like
life just has a way of like. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I don't know why they synced up. Okay, it really like we're like, okay, let's look up some stories, and then they're all wedding. So yeah, that's the thing for today. It's weddings. Now that that's out of the way, let's begin.
If you're interested in watching that, keep watching.
Oh my God.
Just kidding.
Wait, what?
I have makeup tutorials or like...
Oh, like if you want to see the look. Also,
keep watching.
Notice our makeup we tried.
Can you even see from this far? I don't think you can.
Since we missed Valentine's Day, we thought we'd just go all out with like the love thing. I'm wearing the pinkest thing I own. Courtesy of Kimberly. It's my Christmas gift. I miss Christmas. But yes.
Yeah. I mean, technically, I feel like it's still Christmas because of all the snow.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a beautiful winter wonderland in California.
Yeah.
Too bad we didn't get snow. I kind of wish we had snow.
No. It's nice to see it from far. Snow. I got hailed on,
okay.
Stephanie. You know how many times I was out walking
snow and hail
and got randomly hailed on? I'm okay.
But like a nice little, gentle fall of snow.
Imagine having to like shovel 3 feet of snow in the morning. I used to romanticize snow as well.
Me too.
But after seeing all of the work that it takes, it's
your car gets snowed in.
Yeah, you can't even open your handle because it's frozen over.
Yeah, people have to blowtorch their doorknobs to open to unlock them.
Yeah, I'm okay. Yeah. So, yeah. I could just see it from far away. Yeah, that's okay.
Like the perk of living in California, you can just drive to like...
Sucks for you guys.
But yeah, if you just drive like 2 hours into the mountains, you'll find snow. Okay. And then you don't actually have to live in the snow to experience the snow.
Sorry that you live in the snow. But I could just drive there and visit it.
That's not how it I feel so sorry because you have to edit this out and like shorten our like super long intro.
It's okay. It's fine.
But
I like editing until I don't.
Yeah.
I like editing when it works smoothly.
Mm-hmm.
And then when everything crashes, so do I.
Oh my God.
Friend, 20 female, and I, 19 male, have been friends for a few years, and she recently got engaged. A week ago, I got a DM from her for a small costume party she was hosting as a celebration for her getting engaged. I asked if there was a theme, and she said there wasn't. I'm a cosplayer, so I had a lot of choices. I didn't want to rock up in an anime cosplay, so I thought it'd be funny to go to an engagement party as a corpse bride. I arrived at her house yesterday and everything seemed normal. A few people complimented my costume and I was having a lot of fun. After 10 minutes, my friend's fiance walked out in a black tuxedo and announced this was actually their wedding. Apparently, my friend saw a video of someone doing this and wanted to do the same. He asked us all to go to the backyard for the ceremony to begin. I went straight to him. I asked him if I should quickly go home and change my outfit and that I would get back before it started. He told me it was fine since I didn't know this was a wedding. I trusted him and followed everyone outside. They got married and everything seemed good. The reception was just in their house again, so everyone just walked back inside and picked up where they left off. I tried talking to my friend and celebrating with her, but she kept making excuses to not talk to me. I assumed it was just because she was tired from the big day and wanted some time alone. I didn't bother her after that, and the party soon ended. I got home, and half an hour passed when my phone started getting notifications. I checked, and it was my friend texting me. She was cussing me out and telling me how I ruined her wedding. I was really confused and asked what I did. That only made her more angry. She told me it was basic knowledge not to wear a wedding dress to a wedding. I reminded her I had no idea it was a wedding and that I asked her now husband if I should change and he said it was fine. She didn't respond, but I got a text from her husband. He asked why I would tell her he said it was fine. I told him he said it was fine. Then he said how I should have changed anyways and it's my fault that the two are now fighting over this.
Oh.
I've tried texting her that I was sorry, and if I had known, I wouldn't have done it. I woke up today and saw her and her husband have blocked me on everything. So, am I the a-hole for not changing out of the wedding dress when I found out it was actually a wedding? Edit. I am a guy. I cosplayed the character Emily from The Corpse Bride and had blue paint all over. Okay. Everyone was dressed up in funny costumes.
Straight off the bat, no. I don't think you're the a-hole. It's their fault for having their own little quirky little wedding. Oh, it's actually a wedding, guys. Like, if you're don't get mad. Don't get mad if people dress up in like the costume party you asked for.
Yeah, exactly.
You
like,
or
if somebody had worn white, excuse me, how dare you?
You
it's common sense. It's common sense for you to know not to wear.
You should have known that I was going to plan the surprise.
The gall for the husband to say, I know I said it was fine, but even still, you should have gone home.
It's funny. The wife probably has, like, main character syndrome and, like, couldn't stand. He probably looked better than her or something.
It's just crazy how he was blue.
Yeah, exactly. Avatar, he was blue.
It's like, it's not really the same.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they were the only ones in the whole wedding who thought it was wrong.
Who was making it like a big deal.
Yeah, I'm sure everyone thought it was okay.
It's just a costume wedding.
No one thought, oh my god, he's upstaging
the bride. Can you believe the scandal?
Oh my god. Wow.
And the fact that, like, not to impose gender norms, but, you know, I feel like normally it could be a bigger deal if, let's say, it was a woman trying to upstage, usually, like, I can't believe you wore a wedding dress at a wedding, trying to upstage the bride, and he didn't know that it was a wedding, so it was literally, there was no bad intentions.
And he had the courtesy to ask.
Yeah.
So the guy's, I love the whole interaction where he's like, I'm sorry, like, your husband said it was okay. Nothing.
She doesn't reply, so you know she's yelling at him.
Intermission, and then the husband, why would you tell her that?
What are you, stupid or something?
Why would you?
I know I said it was fine, but it's common sense for you to ignore what people tell you.
Yes, even though I said it was okay, you should have ignored what I said.
Oh my god.
And changed. Like, jeez. And also, he has blue paint on. He's just gonna wash that off.
Yeah, I wonder what he did, because he said, I can just go home and change. So what?
I'm sure he would have been like, oh, I'll be a zombie, like, you know.
Or an avatar.
Oh, God.
Or what do you call it? The Navi. The Navi. Yeah, my boyfriend's obsessed with Avatar.
He dressed up for Halloween as one.
He didn't paint his skin blue.
He wore the wig, though. It was great. I always wondered, is, like, their neck nerve connected to their hair? And, like, I never saw the other movie.
It wasn't worth it.
Yeah, I heard it was.
It was not worth it.
Yeah, and you guys saw it in IMAX.
The second one, I feel like watching it in IMAX, actually made it worse because there were some scenes where the frame rate was like really smooth, like 60 frames per second, and then it like, you know, like you could tell. And it's not like I'm watching Spider-Verse, you know, it's not artfully done. It's just like you guys didn't have the
too
quality.
Much. It was too high quality to like render.
Yeah, why wasn't
properly?
it just consistent? It threw me off. Some scenes looked really good. Like you can tell on Jake, this is our main character. We're putting all of our budget into his.
Everyone.
Yeah, into the details of his face, and then the people in the background were like the low quality Sims characters in the background.
CG.
Yeah. It was
no
pretty bad.
texture on them.
And that's just
bland.
that. The music lazy, okay? And then they're like, no, you know, I learned Navi so well that it basically sounded like it was in English to me in my mind. I don't know. This movie made me so mad.
Yeah. This turned into a movie review.
No, you know who does it? I think somebody that does really good movie reviews. What's his name? Your movie sucks. His name is Adam. But yeah, YMS. He does good movie reviews. Watch his Lion King movie review. Watch his Kimba movie review. And sorry, Kimba the Lion. They're really good. It's almost like its own movie in itself. There's going to be a part 2 to the Lion King live action movie review. And I'm looking forward to that so much. I really appreciate, because he goes fully in depth for those. He notices those things a lot more. Like he will literally download the files, separate the audio portion to the voices and break it down. So that's why I really like watching it. He does his research.
So it's like an in-depth review.
Yeah. To wrap this story up, got a little off topic.
It turned into a movie.
Definitely not the a-hole.
Yes, I was like, where's our stamp?
Not the a-hole.
Yes.
Go watch YMS, Your Movie Sucks, on YouTube.
Dress up as Corpse Bride.
Yes.
To all your parties.
But don't wear white to the wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one is from the Reddit thread, r/relationship advice.
I don't know if I'm qualified to give relationship advice, but I will try.
I mean, this is pretty cut and dry, so I don't think it's going to be that hard.
Okay.
Okay. My 27 female fiance, 28 male.
Wait. So they are 27 female, and the fiance is 28 male. Okay.
Okay. Has changed since our engagement, and I'm starting to get cold feet and push back the wedding, but everyone is telling me I'm overreacting or overthinking it. I'm using a burner account for obvious reasons, but I would really appreciate some advice. Honestly, I've never had the healthiest mindset about marriage and saw it more prison-like than anything, and was very upfront about that ever since we started dating. Our 5-year anniversary is coming up soon, which is when I thought he would propose. But he surprised me and proposed while we were having a bubble bath together a few weeks ago. It was intimate and sweet and not in public, and I loved it and said yes. Ever since I said yes, I feel like he's changing. It literally started the very next day. I work from home remotely. It's honestly a dead-end product support job, but it pays quite well for our area. Like $29 an hour in a state where minimum wage is $7.25. My fiance makes around $10K more than me per year. Wow. So we're barely clearing $100K together before taxes, and nowhere near financially stable. I have $10K in debts. He has $25K. Okay.
That's rough, buddy.
Ooh. But a day after proposing, he said, I need to quit my job because I'm someone's wife now. Okay. Literally imagine the very next... Okay, I'll leave my opinions after, but anyways. Yeah. I laughed because I genuinely thought he was joking. Why would I quit my job in this economy when my job affords me to be able to do all the cooking and cleaning during my work hours? And I'm planning to go back to school to get my bachelor's in the fall. So I told him all of that. He said, I don't need to worry about my degree if I'm married. Because if we got a divorce, he would have to pay me an alimony, since I'm a woman anyway. He has never spoken to me like this before, And I laughed and told him that's not how alimony works. It's not some auto handout for any woman who gets divorced. I literally had to Google it and show him to prove I was right, by the way. A few days later, I'm showing him earning potential for my planned career path and made a joke about him being a stay-at-home husband, and he was genuinely mad. This is the same man who wore a pink apron while naked and made me breakfast while I was working just a few months ago, and made the exact same joke himself. He didn't speak to me for 3 to 4 hours, and he was giving me the silent treatment. He came around and apologized and said he's feeling insecure about how much money he makes right now. Okay, this is in parentheses. Okay. He says, then why would you ask me to quit my job? So now I'm extra confused because we had already said we weren't doing a full-on wedding, just renting out a restaurant where we met and having a little get-together there with catering and me doing floral arrangements and my dad officiating. The total cost is less than $4,000, and my mom offered to pay for it and sent me the money already. He says he doesn't want my mom's pity money and that a man should be able to... God.
Oh my God.
And that a man should be able to earn his keep for his household. Oh God. Okay, I tell him this is 2023 and that's unrealistic amount of pressure for a guy, and we've always split the bills 50-50. So why is he going mega provider on me now? I'm not attracted to those kinds of guys, and switching up right before we get married is throwing me for a loop. And waving some pink flags around. I'm pretty sure those are red flags. Because there's no way they're pink like the apron he wore. He says I just don't get it and walks off. I feel bad, so I cooked him his comfort meal and asked him to explain so I can understand better and not worry about it coming off wrong. And just to be transparent with me. He starts going on about women divorcing over money. I might leave him one day, and if he doesn't make more, I shouldn't have to work, etc., etc. I didn't say anything, I just wanted to hear him out. I asked him if he wanted my opinion, or he just wants to leave it at that for now. And he said he just wants to leave it at that, so we did. Next day, he asked for my opinion. I tell him how I feel truthfully. His belief is a bit sexist, but considering societal expectations, I get it. But instead of worrying about what women in general do, he needs to start worrying about what this woman in general does. He's not marrying an entire population of women, he's marrying me. And I don't give a shit about it. I think it's part of why guys are angry and depressed a lot, and I don't want him to end up as one of those guys. He just laughed at me and said, I don't really understand how the world works and I'm naive. I'm hoping he's just going through a pre-wedding phase and try to let it go. But then he starts suggesting how I change how I dress. Oh my God. And not wear heels on a regular days anymore. Then he starts talking about how we need to merge our accounts. Before getting engaged, we had this discussion a dozen times, and I had said every single time that we can have a joint checking account for bills and such, but I want my own separate account, and I think he should have one too. He has never said anything against that until now, after the engagement. He asked if I even love him or want to marry him if I feel that way. I was 100% sure I wanted to spend the rest of my life with him 2 months ago, but now I'm not that sure. I talked to his dad and his brothers, as well as his guy friends during our engagement party last weekend, and they said none of them are saying stuff like that to him, and they don't know where he's getting it from. My close girlfriends think I'm overreacting, and these aren't that concerning, and I should be thankful he wants to provide, but I don't want to be provided for. I'm a grown woman, and no hate to the women that do enjoy it, but I can't give someone else that type of power over my life. Do I just have trust issues or something? Is this feeling really that wrong? I'm totally open for being told that if it is true, but in my heart I don't think I'm being unreasonable. Any advice would be appreciated. As of now, I had a talk with him and we have pushed back the wedding an extra year. He won't agree to go to premarital counseling with me because he feels like the only opinions that matter are the two of ours. So I'm here, turning to Reddit for some extra insight. Oh.
Just ask me about my thoughts. Ask me about my thoughts right now. I don't have any.
Head empty. Okay. Anyways, okay. So thoughts, opinions.
I don't have any. I'm sorry. Okay. Sorry. I don't mean to laugh. This is a serious subject.
Very hard to get through that story.
Serious.
God.
I feel like it's when you're awake till like 4 a.m. and you just keep laughing. It's just like
you must have some crazy caffeine on you because I'm just like all nervous and like my dyslexia messing up my like words. And then you're like trying to like oh my god, every single sound in the house is playing.
I'm hearing everything. I can hear everything. I am the spider in the crevices of your home.
Okay, dude. Oh my god, you look like a spider with their long sleeves.
I hear everything.
Spiders don't have ears.
That you know of.
I mean, typically they're all made of hair, so I guess their hearing would be better.
Who among us has really seen a spider?
Oh god.
That close? Who are we to say that spiders
the
don't
National
have
Geographic,
ears?
they zoom in.
Looked into the spider's eyes and then to the side of his head and said, "Hey, hello, Mr. Spider. Do you have any ears?"
What's that one movie where it's like, "Hi," and it's a cute spider, and then someone squishes it?
That's so mean. No.
I'm sorry.
That's you.
I'm sorry. Okay,
You're
no,
evil
it's
spider
not,
hater.
I no hate to anyone who likes bugs.
Evil.
I'm sorry.
You watch your mouth. Spiders are bugs.
They are bugs.
They're arachnids.
Oh my god, you know what I mean. Oh, they all fall under the bug category. And I like how we're talking about bugs. But anyways, not to hate to anyone who likes bugs. I personally am afraid of all bugs.
Prawns! That's you.
Just put your scroll there.
Oh my god, wasn't it like a slur?
Yeah,
we're talking about
Justin.
We're talking about the District 9 movie where like the weird like roach people.
Please, my son, please.
Okay, his son was really cute though. Anyways,
so you find the
let
sun
me
cute.
finish saying. It's like the Wall-E effect where like the roach was cute, but like in actuality, no. I usually get somebody else to deal with the bugs. I don't even want to touch them. They know I've cried over bugs, so I just stay away from them.
There was a spider in our rice one time.
Oh yeah, I was pouring a bag of rice into a container.
I was like, Stephanie,
and I was like, what?
She's like, what? And I was like, oh no! And it fell like if it was quicksand into the jar. And I was like, Stephanie, it's in there now. We're gonna have to scoop it out.
I was like, I'm not. I started screaming. I started crying.
Yeah.
But we literally did not address the story at all. We were just like, Franz. But this story, bottom line, please leave him. He sounds like he watches a little bit too much Andrew Tate. And
I was thinking the same
He was poisoned.
thing.
I'm sorry.
That is what was going through my mind. Either that or like those are low-key kind of signs of an abuser when somebody has been like buttering you up for a certain amount of time to make you think love bombing you for a certain amount of time just to make you think, oh no, he's such a sweet guy, and then finally when he knows he has you hooked, he flips like a switch. And then I'm gonna dictate how you dress, I'm gonna dictate your finances, I'm gonna lock, like, you have no way out. You're gonna be dependent on me.
Yes, he wanted her to quit her job so that she'd literally like have no choice but to depend on him.
And that's just me jumping to conclusions, obviously. This is a person on the internet, but these are signs.
Some telltale signs here. No pink flags here.
Yeah, the only thing that makes me like, is that they've been together for 5 years.
That's what I was saying.
It's such a long time.
You're gonna invest, like, you're gonna be, like, dormant, like, sexist for 5 years and then come out, like, okay, we're getting married now. You can't leave me.
Yeah.
Let me just let my red flags pop out.
I don't know if I would marry him.
Ugh.
If it's worth sticking through the rest of the relationship,
There's no...
unmarried, and seeing how he acts for the rest of the relationship, that's on you. But just be safe out there, folks, because he sounds like he was inspired by Andrew Tate, and it was like, you know what? You're damn right.
This guy's making a lot of sense here.
Yeah.
Why is she wearing heels? Like, what?
And the fact that, like, his friends are like, I don't really know why he's acting like that.
Yeah, if your own friends don't even know, it's like, oh.
But also, I'm kind of concerned for the fact that your OP's friends are like, that's really not that big of a deal. I don't see what's wrong with that. You're lucky he wants to provide for you. No, it's kind of concerning that all of a sudden his personality's changing, the way he's been treating you after your whole 5-year relationship is flipped in a day.
That's crazy because, like, I'm thinking about myself. Like, I'm 4 years in. If my boyfriend all of a sudden switched up on me, like, you need to stop wearing this. You need to start doing this and this. And it's like, what?
You probably would laugh too. Like, oh, you're so funny. What are you talking about?
I would think it was legit joking. But you know me. Like, I will leave people. I will cut them out of my life. I don't know, Stephanie. It's very easy for me to do that.
You're pretty in love with, what's his name?
Oh my god.
He's gonna get here in a little bit. I can ask him.
Oh my god.
Just kidding.
No, you just know. Okay.
How do you feel about marriage?
No, you know how I...
How do you feel about joint accounts?
You know how... Joint accounts! Literally.
I'll make sure she's okay, guys. Don't worry.
Think it's... I don't know. It's like a Sagittarius thing.
I don't know what the advice is on this one.
And we can't give a stamp. It would just be the stamp of leave him. You think you know a guy.
Yeah, think you know a guy.
Literally.
What practical advice do you have? Because it's easy to say, just leave him.
Well, okay, since you're living together, figure out how you're gonna, like, actually leave. Like, get all your finances set up. Do not put a joint account. Don't you merge your accounts.
Yeah, I think
first
that's
and
the scariest
foremost.
Part. Yeah.
Keep your money. Save up enough money to move out, because I feel like he's gonna give you a hard time moving out. And
yeah, and don't tell him what you're doing.
Don't tell him anything. Literally, don't tell him anything.
Yeah, once you have everything set.
Know where you're gonna move, figure out your
plan.
work situation, and then just say, I'm leaving, goodbye.
Yeah, and make sure you have people that you can depend on that will actually defend you and support you.
Tell your family. Tell somebody you trust.
Yeah.
Maybe not these friends. Find some real friends, because these are not friends.
She's so ungrateful. I can't believe she left him.
I wish I had a provider.
It sounds like she has a gut feeling, and her gut feeling is... I mean, the gut feeling that you get is usually for a reason.
It's telling you, trust your intuition. It never fails.
Although sometimes my intuition is just anxiety.
You're like, I don't know what's intuition anymore.
My stomach hurts.
But yeah, with that, we move on to the next story. Thanks.
I, 28 female, was 15 weeks pregnant when I lost my fiancé. He had been in an accident at his bachelor party and experienced a traumatic brain injury. He was in a coma for a while, but it was pretty clear immediately after the accident that he likely wouldn't recover at all. I was obviously heartbroken for a lot of reasons, but something that particularly haunted me was feeling like our child would never have anything from their father. He wasn't very materialistic, so I didn't really have any sentimental items of his to pass on. The only thing I have is my dress. It's not traditional, but he picked the wedding dress. He saw it when we were at a second-hand shop looking for cheap furniture. He said that when he imagined our wedding, he imagined me in a dress like that one. My mother-in-law had it preserved for me after his funeral, and I decided that when my child got old enough, it would be theirs. The baby is a boy. He's 4 now, so I don't think he'll be wearing the dress, but if he does, that's fine. If he gets engaged to someone and that person wants to wear it, I'd be alright with that too. My sister Faith, 25 female, is getting married in the fall. She called me a few days ago and asked if she would be able to wear my dress for her wedding. I explained to her why I wasn't comfortable with letting her use it, as I planned to pass it down to my son since his father chose it. She said that she doubted my son would ever actually wear the thing, and that I'm doing my fiancé an injustice by letting the dress he picked sit in a box collecting dust. I told her again that I wouldn't be letting her borrow it, and then hung up. Our mom called me and said that my sister is hurt because she had her heart set on that dress, and she wanted to share this special moment with me. I said that I would be willing to go dress shopping with her, and we can have a special moment then. But my mother told me that I'm being selfish, and that I should be happy that someone will actually get to walk down the aisle in my dress. Still, though, I told her I wasn't changing my mind. Most of my family is saying it's unfortunate I never got to wear it, but that I should be happy my sister wants to. I'm not really second-guessing my decision, but I'm feeling a little guilty about it. I just want some unbiased opinions on this. When we were going through the wedding preparations, my sister was there when I tried on the dress after it was altered. She's into vintage fashion, and she said she really loved the style of the dress and pointed out that it was probably worth more than my fiancé paid for it. It's possible that the driving factor behind her having her heart set on it is because it happens to fit into her interests, but I don't know. Also, my son and I visit my mother-in-law almost every weekend, so I might just bring the dress over there with me and ask her to keep it for me. Is she the a-hole?
No. Oh my God. The audacity of the... I can't believe her own mom was like,
yeah.
Well, at least someone can walk down the aisle and wear it. Like,
yeah, I feel like...
What if she gets remarried? Like,
yeah.
You didn't think that could be a possibility? It's like, someone's gonna wear it. It's just gonna collect dust. Like, and that her husband wouldn't want that. It's like, how do you know what he wants? He was her husband.
Yeah. Or you're disappointing your husband. You're putting the dress to shame.
I think they're just making you, trying to guilt trip you into, like, giving it over. And, yeah.
I feel like, if anything, OP is, like, underreacting. Maybe so distracted by the sister's audacity that she completely missed what the mom said. Like, well, at least someone will get to walk down the aisle in the dress. Somebody commented, I fear that if you were to give in to your sister's demands, the second you hand it to her, the likelihood of you seeing it again would be slim. She would claim it as hers, and that she would want to pass it down to her kids. Your sister also most likely doesn't want it for sentimental reasons, but to get a free dress. Your family is being heartless. Do not give her that dress. I would also suggest storing it in a safe place that your family can't reach. Because I agree. Because, like, it sounds like if she was saying, I'm probably going to go to my mom's house and have my mom keep it for me. But then the mom would probably just like, oh, yeah, she has it. She has it at my house. I can just hand it to you.
Well, she said the mother-in-law of her husband.
Is that what she said, mother-in-law?
Yeah.
I missed it. I missed that. You're right. Oh, thank God. Okay.
Because I'm like, I don't think she'd give it to the mom. The mom already sounds untrustworthy.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know for your own mother.
I believe it.
Yeah, literally, she probably had, like, a jealous moment. Like, oh, it's just, like, that dress looks so nice on you.
Oh, she doesn't even appreciate vintage fashion like I do. Like, why does she
I would look so much better. It's worth more than your husband.
Do you think when she found it, she was like, I'm gonna get... Like, you know, she already had it in her mind that she was gonna keep that dress.
She's gonna recycle it. Like, if she did have a wedding, she would have just like, oh, well, I can borrow your dress, right?
Yes.
Like, save me a buck.
Like, no matter what happened, the sister had always had her eyes, like, laser focused on that dress.
Yeah, but, like, how recent did her husband pass away that they're already asking for her dress?
She said she was 15 weeks pregnant with her son, and her son's 4 now, I think. Yeah, so 4 years ago.
Oh, okay.
So, it's been about 5 years.
Even, like, respect to the relationship, though, like...
Yeah.
Give me your dress. Like, oh, God.
Not even considering the fact that this is... Presumably, it was the love of her life, you know, and it was a sad ending to that relationship. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, respect for the person that died.
Exactly.
Jeez. No, that's mine. I like vintage fashion, I'm taking it.
Is this Cinderella when she when she makes her own dress out of the thing? She's like, no, that's mine. Like,
That's
oh
so
my
mean.
God. Like, jeez.
And then I don't understand what is wrong with the world. This is why I keep thinking like the world as we know it is slowly like just disintegrating because all of these Reddit posts, usually the family is on the wrong person's side.
Yeah, they're always like, well, just be compliant, keep the peace, do whatever the heck we want to do, and be this little puppet that we can just control, and you just do whatever we want to say. Like, what is this?
Yeah, why?
And then you're the bad guy if you say something that isn't what the majority says. You know? Like, what?
But then my question is, why is that the majority?
I don't know.
Why is the majority so intent on being mean or like, you know, I don't even know what the words are. Why? Why is the world bad? Why is the world the way it is? Why did God put me on this earth?
Oh my God. Are you gonna leave that in?
Crisis. I just want to know. After I had my run-in with the old guy at the car wash, I've been asking.
Oh, you do want to share with the class your old guy run-in?
God. See, I was already having a rough day. You know.
She got hailed on.
And then I didn't have any deliveries, and then. So I went to wash the car at those, like, car washes that you drive through for yourself, and then you try it yourself, and you wipe it, whatever. Mm-hmm. You pull into the little station with the vacuums and the air pump dryer thingies. I don't know what you call those things.
I don't know what they're called either.
But those little air guns that you dry your car with. You blow the little water droplets away.
What's wrong with the world, mama?
People living like they got no mamas. The whole world
addicted to the trauma.
It's something you're bound to get irate. It's something to different. People killing, people dying, and love and hear crying. And they practice what you feel, and then turn the other cheek.
I wonder who makes these. Like, who approves of the banners? Because there's some pretty cool banners. But you were saying, sorry, the old man running.
Yeah, basically there's a mean old man who was being selfish.
And he blew the air at you. Was
I the a-hole? No.
In the face.
He might as well have. You know, I feel like he could have. I'd rather have, I don't know. So I was, okay, each little station has their own tools for their little port, right? So I have the vacuum that's in my station. I am vacuuming the driver's side, and I'm done with that. I move over to the back seat, same side, driver's side. There's cars on both sides, to my right and to my left. On my left side, there's this old couple. The wife is using the vacuum on her driver's side. Both using our own assigned vacuums, okay? I just want to reiterate that, okay? It's pertinent to the story. So, I'm using my vacuum in the back seat. I move over to the passenger side, still in the back, vacuuming that. I move over to vacuum the back the furthest because this is like an SUV type of vehicle. So I look over like, oh, can this reach to like the actual front passenger seat? So as I'm looking, I feel this old guy, arms crossed, like lingering at me.
This is you.
Just like, are you mad, doggy? Just kidding.
Wait, no, I guess this is the old guy.
But just, he's leaning against his car, giving me a dirty look, and I'm just like, what is going on? What do I do? So I'm just like, I need to just, I guess I'm going to get out, and I'm just going to try to see if I can move to the passenger side and vacuum the passenger side. So he looks at me, he's like, that's not going to reach. And I'm just like, sorry, excuse me. That's not going to reach over there. You're trying to reach? It's not going to reach. And I'm just like, oh, did you want to use the vacuum? Because, sorry, I'm going to try to say it without laughing.
I can see it now.
Did you need to use the vacuum? Because if you did, you could have just asked me. And I'm trying to emulate his energy, but I can't do it without laughing. Well, that's what I'm doing. I'm asking you, what do you want me to beg you? And I'm like,
I forgot that he said that.
And I was just like, I was so like, what the heck is going on? And I was like, you guys are already using a vacuum on your side, but here you go. Because I was just like, what is, again, why? But basically, why are people so rude for no reason? And why do people keep perpetuating?
You were saying the world keeps getting worse.
It just makes me mad. The Leo moon in me.
Oh my God.
I'm just kidding.
Ooh, don't get to moon signs, Kimberly. We all know.
Excuse me?
No, I mean like, I'm a Cancer moon, and we're known to be very sensitive. Emotional, but it's not always a woo. It's like, I'm gonna kill you, like,
But all I can say is, don't be the a-hole. Don't steal your sister's wedding dress.
Oh yeah, I forgot that's what the story was about.
The OP is definitely not the a-hole, and I'm so sorry for your family and how they are behaving.
Yeah.
But
I'll go to her wedding.
Good.
I'm kidding. I'm not to go, but wear his dress to her wedding.
Oh my God! Imagine.
Full circle, guy.
No, that's too.
You and the corpse bride guy from the last wedding show up to her wedding. I'm here to give you the dress. Like, you want the dress? Here.
No, even better. I found a replacement dress for you.
Oh, yeah, it's all torn. It'd probably be like an upgrade, but whatever.
Woohoo! My goodness.
What if they did all meet in another life? They all just meet up, like, yeah.
Oh God.
And the girl who that guy wants her joint accounts is there too.
We need a support group.
Yeah. My friend said, "Can we be friends?" She finds better friends.
Yeah. But not the a-hole. That's that for that story.
Not the a-hole. The post got deleted, and okay, so we're gonna read the story, and we'll see why they deleted it. Well, we can make up our own assumptions. But yeah, I obviously took pictures of it.
We came prepared.
Yes, because these things happen. People, I guess, change their minds. They don't want that on the internet, but
I want to know
the things on the internet.
To know now.
It's permanent. I'm sorry to whoever this is.
Oh no.
Ooh. All right, let's get into this. Okay. Hey everybody. Okay.
Wait, is that really how they start?
Okay, wait, I didn't read the caption.
Hi guys. Oh no, I'm sorry for making fun of you. Okay. I'm sorry. After you deleted your account, I'm sorry. Okay.
Woo. Okay. My 31 female husband, 31 male, almost cheated on me.
What? I'm sorry. How do you?
Almost cheated on me.
Nearly headless. How can you be nearly headless?
When you hear this story, you're gonna be like,
okay, I'm sorry.
Play that little Hermione clip because it's like so fitting. Jeez. Okay.
Excuse me?
They started off. It's so sad because they're all upbeat. But anyways, hi everyone. I need advice about how to handle the situation. So I came onto Reddit asking for help. This is my first time using Reddit. So my husband, 31 male, and I, 31 female, have been together for 10 years, and we got married after 5 years of dating. We were always the perfect couple, the one that everyone was jealous of. We met in our junior year in college and fell in love even though we were so different. My husband is very handsome, and he was always the star athlete of the team back in college. He was so popular, and everyone wanted his attention, girls and guys. Me, on the other hand, I was the cute, quiet girl who had a very small friend group. Anyways, we became friends so fast and started dating, and we graduated together. and continued dating after graduation. I got pregnant at the age of 25 and we were so happy, and we decided to get married before I gave birth. And I gave birth to our beautiful twins, a boy and a girl, now age 6. My husband and I almost never fight. We are so in love. And I never thought a day would come for me to sit on my bed crying alone.
No.
So what happened is my husband came home from a business trip. It's always a business trip. Yesterday morning. And he was kind of different. And he had this look on his face that I've never seen before. I was so worried, but I didn't say anything in front of our kids. But every time I look at him, he was looking at me with guilt.
Oh my God.
Oh no, it's already heading downhill. Okay. After the twins went to sleep, he said he wanted to tell me something important. We sat down face to face on the couch. His hands were shaking, and he couldn't look me in the eyes. At this point, I couldn't take it anymore, so I told him to tell me what was wrong because I was about to lose my mind. He broke down and started crying and apologizing nonstop. Oh.
My stomach hurts.
Oh, God. I only saw him cry once, and that was when our babies were born. I was more worried by that point and asked him softly to tell me what was wrong. He told me he almost cheated on me. I was shocked. I didn't know what he meant.
Yeah.
Okay, almost. He told me he was alone at the hotel bar drinking because he was in a bad mood and his best friend Logan, 31 male, wasn't with him. He started drinking a lot and some woman came and started flirting with him and he liked the attention. And so they went up to her hotel room, started making out, but he stopped once he realized what he was doing and went back to his room alone. He said he hated himself for what he almost did, and he is sorry and he couldn't believe he wanted to be with someone else. We were both crying. He was apologizing and I was quiet. I couldn't believe the love of my life would do that, even though he stopped before doing it. But it still hurt so bad to think that he wanted to do it. I looked at him crying and asked why he did it. Was I not enough? And he looked at me with pain in his eyes and said that I am enough and he didn't know why he did it. Then why? Why did he cheat? I am so heartbroken and can't stop crying. He spent the night in the guest room. After the kids left for school, I went back to the bedroom, our bedroom, because I can't look at him right now. I don't know what to do and I don't want to divorce. I grew up with both of my parents and I want my kids to grow up with both parents in one house too. I don't know if I could forgive him right now. He said he would do anything to earn my trust again. What should I do? I feel like I can't trust him again. A small part of me wants to forgive him so I don't see the pain in his eyes again. Please, any advice would help. Oof.
Oof. Yeah, that made my stomach hurt.
Yeah.
Because I was like imagining
you've seen the whole scenario.
my relationship because we've been friends for almost that long. So it's like, oh my God, they've known each other for so long and they like hardly ever fight and they're like best friends and da 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 and like it just
you think
and then like, you have 100% trust and then I never thought I would be the one sitting on my bed crying and I'm like ooh. So oh my God.
So now that we know, they deleted their post.
Why did he say nearly?
Okay.
Because that's basically cheating.
Literally, yeah. When I first read it, I'm like, how can you say you almost cheated? You did just cheat.
Yeah.
You made out with a whole other person.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like even like, oh, we like flirted. We didn't do anything. You went out to her room. You
made out with her.
Yes, you had the intention.
That's cheating.
Yes. I'm sorry. I don't know if she was like brainwashed into thinking.
Yeah. Is it because I didn't sleep with her?
Yeah, so to him.
What I could have done.
Yeah.
It would have been worse. So I stopped myself.
It's like, can you give me credit? I didn't actually like sleep with her. Like, what is this?
My only thing of let's give the benefit of the doubt. It's
No.
like, sure, maybe let's say you were drinking and that's why you lost your senses. But even then, like...
Why were you alone? Why were you at the bar? Like,
Well, people drink alone at the bar.
Yeah, but like...
And I will say, sure, you can enjoy attention from the opposite sex. But I think the point at which you're like, well, that's it, you're guilty, is when you decided to go up to her room.
No, because even, like, if you're flirting back with this person, you're still, like, cheating, low-key. The emotional cheating.
But he said, well, again, I'm just taking it at face value from what he said. She started flirting with me, and I was just enjoying her attention. That's even, like, okay, that's just mild. Okay, whatever. He's enjoying female attention.
Okay.
Whatever. That's,
I'm still like, no.
But then, because that's, again, what she would, or what, according to her post, what I would consider, yeah, you almost cheated. You were a little drunk at the bar, and you were enjoying her attention and flirting back.
I hate that. I hate the whole, I was drunk and I didn't know what I was... You know your alcohol intake. You know when you're getting a little too, like...
But
you know.
I mean, knowing drunk people that we know, people really do lose their senses when they drink. So that's why I can believe people will do anything that they don't normally do when they're drunk. So,
I mean,
I
guess, I don't know, because, like, you're on a business trip, you're far away from your wife, your friend's not there.
I'm just picturing obsessed.
Yeah, oh my god. You see, that's what I
what are you doing? You've seen that movie.
Exactly.
You know a random lady can come up to you and spike your drink.
Oh god, I always remember this scene where he's like, martini please.
Make it dirty.
Yeah. No, he's like, how dirty do you want? She's like, make it feel
the cringe.
At that point, leave.
She played her role so well.
Leave, yeah. I could not believe her in anything. What else has she been in?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Wow,
but
she really just disappeared after that role.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was picturing. In his defense, he was drugged.
Oh, well, in the movie,
In the
yeah,
movie.
he was drugged. Okay, that completely, it was not your fault.
Yeah. But was she taking advantage of the fact that he was drunk?
The girl?
Because just like, again, if the roles were reversed, if this was a guy coming onto a girl, oh, she's drunk, I'm going to take advantage of the fact. Hey, let's come to my room. Oh, okay, yeah, sure, whatever. So you're not in your full mind.
But he said he liked the attention.
Yeah, and
So
that's,
it was...
people can enjoy attention from the opposite sex if
Yeah,
they're straight.
that's
fair.
I'm not, what's the word? Disregarding it.
Yeah.
But I don't, like, you can feel the vibe of someone.
And then the fact, because the reason I'm feeling like he didn't completely, like, because then why would he come clean?
Okay, he did come clean, but the way he worded it, he said, I
yeah.
almost cheated. Okay, that's where,
Yeah.
you know, you can say, I cheated on you, I made out with someone. And then
That's
it's like, I was
true.
not in my right mind, I was drunk, I shouldn't have been there, wrong place, wrong time. Please forgive me, I'm going to do anything.
I don't know.
If you're going to...
There's only one person that could really know, and it's the lady that was there.
Let's ask her. How do you really say it? Like, what happened? But this is what I'm saying. Okay, you gave him the benefit of the doubt. If he really truly just was out of his mind, why, when he was in his right mind, he came to her like, so I have to tell you something. I almost did, but, like, you know, give me credit. I didn't do it, but I almost. But technically, I didn't cheat on you. But I almost did. So then, like, this poor girl's like, I wonder what she did.
Yeah, what are the...
She deleted her post, like, does that mean, like, okay, we're together now, I don't want anyone else to know that we had this?
My advice would be to just go to counseling, because honestly, I feel like she wants to have... They've been together for 10 years. Mm-hmm. She wants to have a healthy relationship for her, like, for her whole family. It sounds like you guys just need to work this out and make sure that there's trust in your relationship again, and maybe next time you just watch his alcohol intake.
Yeah, but that sucks. This is why I hate cheating so much, because, like, you destroy that whole person's sense of trust and love, and now they won't trust you anymore.
At the very least, call it what it was.
Yeah, at least call it what it was. But yeah, this is what the cheaters, it's like, you can't get mad if they're still untrusting of you. I mean...
Oh, yeah.
In a sense of...
Don't shift the blame.
Yeah, if they're a bit untrustworthy of you, like, you have to be understanding. Because it's like, you're the one who messed up. You know?
Understand that your actions have consequences.
And you gotta live with it the rest of your life. So...
Well, if you stay in the relationship.
If you stay in the relationship, this is why it's just better to leave them.
Well, no, because things like this can be worked through.
It can be, okay, maybe I'm just personally... No, I would not. I would see their face and be like, you cheated on me.
So then, in Stephanie's case... they would split up. But in the case of this relationship,
even
they would
if I
have to
had
go through
kids.
counseling and work this out. And if they decided, like, I just think about how you almost cheated on me every time I see your face.
Quiet. You actually did cheat. Stop saying it. I'd be so angry. I'd be triggered every time you said almost.
That's something you would discuss in therapy, in couples therapy. And then they'd say, so let's dig deeper. Why did you say almost cheated on you when you... Let's face facts.
Let's acknowledge... You did cheat.
You broke the contract, you know, if that's what they agreed in their vows, so that you would only be intimate with your one partner. So,
is that a contract? Vows? I thought they were just promises to each other.
Do when you get married.
But it's not like a contract, like where you like let's stay all like we will be in love. Well, you cannot.
in the religious sense, yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like. When one man and one woman come together, they become one flesh.
Oh, God, I always
that's
hated
usually
that.
How it is.
I hate that whole wording. Of, why'd they word it like that?
The flesh.
Whoever was like the proofreader of the Bible.
He almost.
like
but you
put
see,
flesh. Like
I didn't, so it doesn't count.
I'm sorry.
Thoughts?
Yeah, my advice, well, you already know my
That's her advice.
Because it makes it so much easier and simpler.
But she has a family. She has children with this person.
They will thank her.
And...
What's better? You're going to be in a loveless marriage because you're always going to be constantly reminded of the fact that he
You're taking this one incident. So she said, we never argue. Which could be a bad thing to some people, but it depends. It depends on the context. And she said, everybody was jealous of our relationship, which I'm going to assume, other than that, it was
what if she's just romanticizing the relationship, but and there was problems she just didn't want to acknowledge? And there were signs.
I feel like you're trying to tell her, you're making stuff up in your head just to, like...
Well, okay, I'm basing that she deleted it. I think she stayed with him. And she didn't want to leave a little footprint. But now this video is going to be immortalized.
Just know, user/deleted.
We know.
Or whatever it was. No!
We know!
I support your decision, and I hope that you and your husband can work things out.
Don't, okay? Your kids are going to see this video like,
no!
Was this... That's not why she deleted it. I'm sorry to the future kids. They're 6 right now, so like what time... If they're 18
as a child
and they're like they find this video
from a
like,
family,
and my Mayhole videos from like 2022, 23.
I wish they went to therapy and sorted their issues out, but they didn't. They haven't. They probably
but how are you
won't.
so sure they're gonna have marriage counseling? Because if they don't have marriage counseling, that's my
advice. She put it on relationship advice. I am giving it.
So she took it, like, but like you know,
she deleted.
People are awful at fixing their relationships again.
Not always. Hey,
okay.
What did I tell you?
Now
I said this world sucks, and I'm trying to make it better. Okay,
that's what I'm saying.
You have to give me something.
Based on how bad this world is, they probably are gonna like go through a rough patch again. He's probably gonna actually cheat on her. I'm sorry.
Or
she cheats on him.
To
even the playground. I almost cheat. So you almost got to cheat. So I get
toxicity. I was gonna say because usually what happens is if somebody is so insistent on like, I don't trust you, I don't trust you, no, I don't trust you, then that
drives them away.
Yeah, it actually reaffirms the wedge that was there, but it's starts pushing them further apart. And sorry, I didn't mean to clap so loud.
Which is why they should just break up.
No, because it doesn't
Save
always have to
yourself
be
the
that way,
time.
Stephanie. It doesn't always have to be that way.
People,
If a person is what's the word? And this is why it takes a lot this is why marriage is a big deal. When you agree to marry somebody, usually it's for a lifetime. And if you really, really love somebody and agree to marry for a lifetime, you're supposed to love them unconditionally. And usually that means that you don't cheat or almost cheat. But if they do...
Okay, they may throw out almost cheat. That's not a thing. You cheated, okay?
I feel like almost cheat would have been like, oh yeah, I flirted back. And I thought about going to her hotel room, but I didn't. And I just wanted to be open with you.
The fact that you had that in your head already tells me.
What? No. So somebody couldn't be honest with you and tell you, Stephanie, I think we should work on our relationship, and I think we need to spend more time together because I did have that temptation. And I just want to be open with you about that, but I think that's a sign that we need to work on our relationship a little bit more, and we should spend some more time together. So you'd rather they just hold it all in?
Because you know I would look at you differently.
So they can't be vulnerable with you? Stephanie...
Why are you thinking about other people?
Because it's natural.
You think of other people?
Not other people.
You flirt with people openly?
No, but if
But that's what you're wording it.
But I'm telling you, let's say you've been with somebody for 30 years. Mm-hmm. It's a natural thing for somebody to enjoy somebody flirting with, like, oh, yeah, that person's attractive.
There's nothing wrong with that.
You're telling me if a beautiful cashier man
was that happened.
And you were just like, oh,
there's nothing wrong with that.
Oh my god!
Wow. But when you go further, but you said if you thought about, being with them.
But let's say I'm just, painting the scenario.
If I'm at Starbucks and the cashier is attractive, they're like writing cute little messages on your cup every time,
and they left a heart
and the hearty heart,
and they said, "Hey, I see you come in pretty often here, getting your Starbucks rewards points." What's your number? Can I have your number?
I think you have a caffeine addiction. Or is it just me?
I think we should share a caffeine addiction together.
Be like, I'm sorry, I'm in a relationship. I'm flattered. There's nothing wrong with being... No, I wouldn't consider
not
it.
Considered, like...
What? See,
you
that's what I'm saying.
The possibility.
What are you considering?
You consider the possibility... Oh my god, I can't talk. You considered the possibility, and you were like, oh my god, I actually could really... What if I did? What if I did do that? And you, actually followed the thought process. But let's just say you've been in a relationship for, 30 years.
Okay.
And then you're like, oh, no. Because, again, usually your first thought is, your natural thought, whatever. But your second thought is oh, no, that's not okay. I'm in a healthy, committed relationship. Why am I having these thoughts? Is there something missing in my relationship? Maybe I should discuss that with my significant other. Would that make them feel bad? I don't know.
Or to your therapist and be like, how would that person take that information? And in my case, if you told me you considered going on a date with a hot barista,
don't tell them and just say, then maybe just
bring up hey, I think
we should start hanging out more and have cute dates.
Yes.
Well then,
because that's just gonna make the person feel bad.
I don't think I would feel bad. I think I would appreciate. I think I would appreciate the honesty. And
if your boyfriend,
I think I can go kill that cashier now.
I'm just kidding. You see, and then every time you went to, you would think about it. You'd be like, "You flirted with my boyfriend."
I'm just kidding.
You wrote cute little notes, but then you put hearts. I will kill you.
He's attractive. Listen, but he's taken.
But I'm pretty sure hopefully if the cashier knew, oh, she's in a relationship, I need to back up.
No. People don't care. They don't care. Clearly.
But that's would you consider the illusion even more? Oh, wow, he's being so, after me. I guess I should leave my 30+ year relationship for the barista.
In this hypothetical situation, what?
Are you saying that that's what would go through your mind? that you would consider it if he kept reapproaching you?
No, I was doing a hypothetical situation for you to think like, oh, would I tell my significant other, like, hey, I wanted to let you know, I think we should, spend some more time together because I had a thought, an intrusive thought, whatever, and intrusive thoughts are things, and I think it's healthy to talk about your thoughts.
Yeah, but it would just make me feel self-conscious. Like, you don't love me anymore?
But
but
wait,
you find a random
why
stranger more
I don't
attractive.
think you should automatically
and
jump
more...
to that assumption or conclusion. It's just...
Well, something about them, the way they flirted with you, or whatever interaction.
Maybe the conclusion you should jump to is, am I not giving you enough attention? Like, do you not feel held?
Or it's like the Andrew Tate guy, like,
Andrew Tate?
You're wearing too much makeup. You're wearing heels.
You're wearing too
on
many
regular
heels.
days.
Oh my
like,
god.
what if it's that?
What are those hearts on your face? Take those off. Take them off right now.
Okay, bottom line, we're all different people. We'd all
clearly
approached it differently.
No, I gotta ask.
Wait, who? Me or
Wait, both of us, I guess. I gotta ask my significant other. Well,
if I came to you and said that I found the barista guy attention, like if I liked his attention, like I think it's a sign you need to give me more attention.
Yeah, but see, I'm pretty low maintenance. I actually like to be left alone, so
that's what I'm saying. I don't.
But that's why I'm just like
That's why I was like, oh my, wow, I'm so like I don't want the attention. It's weird if like someone comes to me, with that.
I'm just saying, every person is different, and it's not uncommon for that type of thing to happen.
I'm just saying, I know where it leads. And it's always cheating.
No. Not for you to not for... Okay. I'm saying for you to have that discussion with your partner. Not like, oh, let me just entertain this person flirting with me all the time. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, oh, it's okay for you to oh, somebody is flirting with me. Okay,
yeah, there's
whatever.
nothing wrong with being flattered and be like,
yes,
oh, wow,
flattered, that's the word.
This person, wow.
I'm attractive.
Yeah, finds me attractive.
We're sexy.
Wow, oh my.
I still got it.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with feeling good about that feeling. But I don't know if I would equate it to wow, if I'm feeling like this,
No. I meant if you had the thought to actually follow through with the next almost cheating.
Wow, I should date this person, and then you feel like, no, I should talk to my actual relationship person and see why I'm feeling the way I'm feeling.
Yes.
Well, in that case, giving the whole...
That's what we've been saying.
If you have that healthy discussion, okay. It was a long discussion, but we got there. Sorry to this lady who was almost cheated on. Who was actually cheated on.
I wish you in your relationship success and happiness to your marriage and your family. I hope that on your 10-year marriage anniversary, there's no more almost cheating.
I mean, they've already... Oh.
No, 10-year relationship anniversary. But 5-year wedding anniversary. So on your 10-year marriage anniversary.
Remember that time you thought you almost cheated on me, but you actually did?
Get over it, please. That was 5 years ago.
You can't.
Shut
You're the cheater, so you have to live with it.
You're quitting your job.
Oh, God.
Stop wearing those heels.
Oh, God, you referenced 3 things. The arm crossing from the old guy.
Tell my friend her boyfriend is planning to propose.
Already? Okay.
My 27 female best friend has been dating her boyfriend, 26 male, for over 5 years. A while back, he reached out to me to help figure out ring size and the setup so he could make this the most magical day for her. Having known my friend for over 20 plus years, I know exactly how she wants her proposal to go and who she wants to be there. So, I relayed all this information to him months ago via text and over the phone. I even took the time to covertly find and confirm which ring she would love the most. A little background. My friend is incredibly family-oriented and in the past expressed to me on multiple occasions, especially during holiday season, that in the 5 years they've been together, he hasn't really made much of an effort to indoctrinate himself into her family or friendships the way she has for his. While I do generally like him, I have always felt that he's incredibly self-serving and self-focused. Recently, through a mutual friend, I found out he started a group text between his, emphasis on his, friends and his family to set up the time and date of the proposal. He has not only excluded myself, and according to the screenshots I've seen, he is doing everything verbatim I suggested he do. But he has completely excluded her family and other close friends from the event. He's planning on only having his boys and family present for the occasion. And knowing my friend, this would ultimately break her heart, not being able to share this moment with her loved ones. I got heated and called him. At first, he was dodging my questions, then just outright said, "This is my proposal, and I've spent enough time and money to choose how I do it. Just be happy for your friend. It's not like you're coming to the wedding." This infuriated me, and to make matters worse, I ran into her mom and dad at the grocery store and subtly asked if they knew of any possibility she was getting engaged. They were unaware, and I know for a fact my friend has told him that he needs to ask her parents for their blessing. She's somewhat traditional. My friend wears her heart on her sleeve, and I can predict how this event will go down when she sees all of his close friends and family and none of hers. Considering her previous sentiments about his lack of interest in her family and life, she will 100% see this as being hurtful and selfish, and I know she'll cry. The location of the proposal is a whopping 30 minutes from her parents' home. I don't want to get involved in a fight or reveal the surprise, but on the other hand, I feel I owe it to my lifelong friend to help her avoid being hurt and disappointed. Maybe even helping her rethink what her future would look like with someone who just doesn't really appreciate what she values in life. So, am I the a-hole if I tell my friend her boyfriend is going to propose?
No. I just changed my... Wow. When you hear the whole story, it really opens your eyes.
But so you would really tell... So wait a minute. Hold on. Wait, just for future... Because, like, you know, I don't have a vision.
The light died.
I don't have a plan. I don't have a dream engagement. I don't have a vision. I'm afraid to get married. Okay? But let's say that wasn't true. Let's say it was the opposite. You knew what my dream engagement was.
Mm-hmm.
You would tell me that I was about to be proposed to.
If the guy that you were gonna get proposed to, that was gonna propose to you, was like that, yeah.
What do you mean was like? What would you say?
So
like,
you want...
What are you supposed to say?
You're saying you'd rather it play out. I mean, I guess if it did play out, since we haven't read the update yet, if it did play out and she didn't tell her, would her friend, as she predicted, feel the same way that she predicted? Like, she's gonna hate this. Would she then not want to be with him?
Because then your friend could get mad at you. Like, how could you ruin my surprise?
But then,
why would you ruin this moment?
Would you then be mad? Like, who told him all these details? You knew he was gonna propose to me. You didn't tell me, and he did it the way I didn't want. Why didn't you tell me? See, there's so many scenarios. So I think the best case scenario, I guess, would be to tell her, and like, you know, see how she feels from there. Cause then, yeah, if it were you, and I'm like, he doesn't even care about you. It's his moment to him. It's his proposal. He doesn't actually care about you. Not even your own parents are gonna be there. And I know how much you want your family. You're very family oriented, and you want them there.
So you're saying...
And they didn't get your blessing either from their family. So no.
You'd rather save her the heartache and protect her from it?
Oh, when you word it like that. It's like, people... I hate... People, instead of actually being warned, they want to learn the hard way.
Yeah.
Be heartbroken.
Exactly.
Oh,
because
God.
then they might just blame you like, I can't believe you ruined that moment for me.
Imagine being... Sorry, this is unrelated, but like, imagine being someone's guardian angel And, like, you
Dumb
give them...
hoe.
you give them
You're at it again, aren't you?
little hints. Like, don't do that.
Oh my god.
Like, let's say... Oh,
how many times I gotta teach you this lesson, old man?
Anyway, don't ignore signs from your little guardian angels.
God is sending you signs when your husband doesn't know if he wants to walk down the aisle. The husband to be.
Exactly. Like, that's what I'm saying. Oof. If her friend is like that, who doesn't like the verbal warnings, I guess let it play out and let her be sad and be like, I knew you'd react like this, but you had to go through it to see how much of garbage he is.
I
how
saw it coming,
self-absorbed.
I knew. You know, I wish I could have warned you, but
you would have never believed me.
And I'm here for you now.
Okay.
But that's also kind of condescending.
Oh my god.
But yes, on this post, everybody's saying, yes, you would be the a-hole if you told your friend. Just let it play out. There's a do not tell her. This girl is a fugly.
Okay, yeah, okay. Then we were right. We're like, okay, don't tell her. Let her. It's gonna be some tough love, but like sometimes you have to see for people who they really are, and probably that's the only way.
And let me tell you.
Okay, we're about to be
blast
into the future. We're gonna see what she did.
Just kidding.
Next episode.
Yes. Update. To everyone who told me to keep my mouth shut, thank you. So on Saturday, the day of the proposal, I got a call from her boyfriend. He was screaming at me, blaming me for not showing up. I was uninvited still. To the proposal with her parents because she was upset they weren't there. I was effing slack-jawed. I told him I knew this would happen, and he says verbatim, you just admitted you knew this would happen. So if you knew the whole time and you actually cared about her, you would have invited them. I was gobsmacked and hung up on him. Not even an hour later, I get a call from her asking me to come to her parents. According to her, this is how the situation played out. He popped the question. She said yes. And the people he invited popped out from hiding. She was... I'm sorry, I want to laugh.
Wait. You need to leave me on my seat. Tell me.
She was bombarded by 4 of his guy friends.
Okay, wait, that's all who showed up?
His mom, dad, older brother, and sister-in-law. Imagine you're getting proposed to, and the first people you're being greeted by are your boyfriend's 4 guy friends. Like, oh, thank you.
The ones you're not acquainted
with.
with.
Family and friends.
Oh, no, she is acquainted
your friends,
with
but like, okay, I don't really want to. Thanks, but like,
where's my family?
Yeah, like yes, his family, but you know, we're my family too. You know. So she's bombarded by 4 of his guy friends: his mom, dad, older brother, and his sister-in-law. His parents were holding a sign that read, "Welcome to the family, Mrs. Insert his last name here." And this is where things go downhill. I did not know this before, and I thought I knew everything. But my friend doesn't want to change her last name.
Oh my god, that makes it so much worse. God, making it worse. These dang neighbors, they watch our podcast. Hey, you're like mad at us? Yes, your loud car, please.
On or off. On or off.
Oh, he's back.
Coming or going.
He's like leaving.
Coming or going.
He's just doing it very slowly.
Let's go.
There we go. Oh, they're gonna turn the corner and also be loud. Okay, she doesn't want his last name.
She doesn't want to change her last name, and she's told him that repeatedly since they got together.
They're hyphenating.
She's an only child from a Ukrainian family, and with everything going on with Ukraine in the last year, she's doubled down.
Oh, wait. He knew all this?
Yes.
And he still do the sign. She's gonna love it. God. Oh, the insensitivity to this whole...
Yeah.
Okay.
But literally no regard for what...
Keep going.
Yeah.
I gotta know the story before I gotta hold in my opinions.
When she saw the sign, she joked, "Mrs. his last name. I think you mean Mrs. her last name." Everyone went silent until his mom said, Well, the ring is already engraved, so no changing it now. She takes the ring off and sees Mrs. His last name engraved on the band. Then she asked if her parents were coming. He gave every excuse. He didn't have their number. There were too many people there. He wanted to keep it private and eventually said, "This was my proposal to you, and now my family is your family. We can just send your parents the pictures later." She took the ring off and left.
Oh my god! Oh my god! I hate it. Let me trap you. Now you can't change your life.
My family, your family.
Have you ever heard of Sanders? Get that right out.
Oh my god.
But why would you want to stay? Oh my god. I hope she threw that in. Like, in front of his whole family.
Wait, there's more though. There's more.
Okay.
With the ring. That's when I'm assuming I got that call from him. She went straight to her parents. She asked them about the engagement. They were clueless. She then asked if I knew anything. I asked if she was in the right place. She said she was. So I told her I would answer any question she had rather than dumping everything on her. She was upset, but thanked me. She was furious when I told her about the call from him earlier and said, "Does he really think I'm that shallow?" She said it wasn't about having a perfect proposal or her parents there. It was about him making the whole thing about himself as always, and she was done feeling ignored and belittled. So this was her breaking point. She's staying with her parents currently and has been receiving texts from him. The worst one so far is him telling her she has to pay him back for the ring and for ruining his life. Right now, all I can do is be here for her. And whatever decision she makes, I will fully support because as you've all helped me realize, this isn't about me. It's about her. Not my monkey, not my circus.
Not my circus! Oh my god, I love it. And scene. She's
Yep.
signing off.
Yep. So, as we speculated.
Oh, the better way is to let it play out.
Yeah.
Let the angel was like, let me just.
Sadly.
Sometimes you need some tough love, and
Yeah.
sometimes you need to get heartbroken. I mean, I don't think her heart was broken.
No, her
She was
eyes were
just
open.
like, ooh. The goggles, the little rose tinted goggles were taken off, and
Just-
she saw them.
the
The fact that her parents and her whole family was like, engrave it. She'll have no choice.
Yeah.
Like, she's trapped.
Or maybe
We'll make a
like,
sign.
the fact that he didn't even bother to tell the family, like, they went through the whole process of like, oh, you had to have that discussion. It had to have happened. Like, she's taking your last name. Oh yeah, definitely. Because you've had that conversation your whole entire relationship. She doubled down with everything that's happening in Ukraine, so you know this for a fact, and you still decided to engrave it in the ring, like, out of spite almost. And then, oh yeah, feel free to write that on the sign. Go ahead. I engraved it, as you can see. Just completely disregarding her.
Yeah, and like, I'm so happy it played out because, yeah, he's embarrassed for life. And his whole family knows it. Everyone in his family will remember that time he was rejected. It's so sad because she said yes to him.
Yeah.
And then she was going to give you her whole life, and you ruined it by making it about you, and you didn't change your ways. So,
My family's your family. What do you want your family here for? Like, what kind of...
The family you didn't bother to get to know, the friends you didn't bother to get to know, like, oh my god.
That is so... Why do you want to get married? So
Maybe it's kind of like some brides or like women, they just want the day for themselves to be like, sometimes they don't want to get married for the sake of like, we're gonna share your whole life together. They just like the ceremony and like,
So he just wants a wedding.
they want the party, and it's, yeah,
He wants a party.
cause he's so self-centered. He's like, a day about me. Like, you know, like, it's all gonna be about me, like my favorite thing. Like, that's why he wants it.
So he...
Not to say like women who want those things, or brides, or whoever's getting married who wants that, are wrong for wanting a day for themselves, but sometimes people like that who are a little too like about me, just they solely just want it for them. It's like a party for them. Like, their birthday isn't enough, I guess.
I mean, I would say technically if you're paying for it, it should be about you, but like as a couple, not like just solely individually you.
Yeah, but like they want the attention too,
Yeah.
so it's worth the money to them.
I mean, I get it's not supposed to be like about your family, but like just the simple fact that you bothered to include your family, so why wouldn't you include her family?
Exactly. That's just selfish. Selfish.
I want to
But
read
yeah.
the comments. How dare you reject me? I had the ring specially engraved for you, so everyone would know that you're mine, and that I put my name on my stuff.
Yeah, ew. He's basically claiming you as
Sharpie.
property. Wait, what?
I'm sorry. Fetches Sharpie. Now I'll have to write my name on the bottom of your shoe like a poor person. Oh my god.
What? Like a poor
She's... Oh my god, the comments. She's lucky he didn't pee on her leg. To claim her. Oh my god.
It reminds him and her dog peed on your leg.
What?
Yeah.
When did a random dog pee on my leg?
Not a random dog. Our dog.
Our Charlie peed on my leg.
He thought you were a tree and peed
because I'm tall?
Yeah.
I don't remember this.
Did
I erase this?
It was one of the first years when we had
first
him,
got him.
And he, he was
They
never...
don't mind if I do. There's no one else to pee right now.
To be fair, he was a stray. So...
Yeah, our dad found him.
Yeah.
Streets of LA.
I guess he's like, anything that looks like a tree.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Soy un perito de la calle.
I mean, we did find him with a little like spiky chain collar, so
He was a little emo boy.
Oh yeah.
Don't tell me nothing for me.
It's like be the night that I will fall for you.
It's the night when I don't know how those songs go.
I swear it's true.
wait. So blue.
Oh god. Oh my
He
god.
gets copyright strike.
Oh, he does get emo though when it rains.
He does.
He sits
We
out
should
in
post
the
a little
rain.
video. I should find it on my phone and see
He
if I can do
sits
it.
out in the rain, even
But
though
he enjoys it.
Yeah, it's
He's like, don't talk to me right now, guys.
yeah,
I'm having a
going through
moment.
it, yeah.
He has access to go indoors. The rest of our smart little doggies go
Yes.
indoors. But
He has a doggy door and they sleep inside. He can go inside.
he chooses, no guys, I'm going in the rain.
Gotta be emo.
We have a little kiddie pool outside too, and he'll just like sit in there.
Oh my god, yeah, on hot days, he's like, a little pool party for me.
He just likes the water, I think.
Yeah, we should like get him a little pool. for
Yeah.
himself.
Not the a-hole.
Yes, not the
That
a-hole.
was not. You would have been.
Thank
No. If she
God.
told a friend, would she have been the a-hole? Yes. No?
Yeah, well, because
No,
he would have
maybe.
ruined the teaching moment.
See, you said she wasn't the a-hole, and now you're going back now that you know what happened.
No. Remember, I changed my mind because I thought about the guardian angel.
No, that's true.
And I was like,
so-
you know what? People, you're right. People don't learn if you warn them verbally. They learn.
You gotta learn it the hard
by
way.
that's yeah.
So not the a-hole on the original post.
Not the
Applause
a-hole in
for
this one.
the update post, and I'm so sorry. Well, no, I'm glad you found out the truth, but I'm sorry for your...
friend.
Well, I was talking to the friend, I guess.
Oh yeah. Sorry that you had to keep that all in, and
Yeah.
like have to.
Have that experience.
Yeah, like I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm not gonna say anything, but here goes nothing, and thank God. Woo.
So we wanted to end on a positive note, like I said in the intro. So this one is just no relationship advice, no anything. It's just like, oh, I hope on the day, if ever I get married or proposed to, I hope it happens. I hope there's as much care and love
Wow.
and thought and just planning as this.
You're hyping it up so much.
Sorry, you know
So-
this post sucks, and you shouldn't look up. You shouldn't look.
No,
forward to
I'm
it.
just like, wow, it really touched you. But
Yes.
I now want to hear.
So the title is, I have been proposing to my girlfriend for 6 months.
What?
I know it's kind of like what? I, 25 male, will be in a relationship with my girlfriend, 24 female, for 10 years this month. She has been the greatest treasure in my life, and I cannot imagine my life without her. She was my first true love, and while I didn't know it at the time, it was at first sight for me when I was only 12 years old.
Whoa.
I've also known I wanted to marry her for years, but our situation was never right for it. We were both living with our parents, saving up for if and when we'd get a place of our own. We have now been living together happily for well over a year, and I know I want to ask her to marry me at our upcoming weekend getaway to commemorate our 10 years anniversary. Truth be told, I've known this for almost 8 months, before any getaway was even planned. When I started working on my proposal in August, I wanted to make sure it was special, without becoming something she could predict reliably. I am pretty experienced at setting coded messages, and she greatly enjoys receiving tokens of affection, however small. So, eventually, I settled on a 6-month proposal plan that I dubbed Operation Wingspan.
Wow. Already.
It's like, oh, it's so cute.
Wow. The stage, the faces.
I know.
Oh my god. Okay, go.
Every single day, I'd give her a sweet handwritten note to wake up to, all marked with a date in varying date notations, 1712, 22, 310, etc., all with a different text. Each note would have a letter indicated by said date notation. I would clue this solving method on the last dated note she'd receive, and when combined and solved correctly, these notes would spell out the text, translated, "My dear girlfriend, today on the 10th of March..." Oh my god, that's coming up. I'm nervous for him.
Oh my god.
"Today on the 10th of March, 2023, on our trip through getaway location, I want to ask you to marry me after 10 years. I love you and want you by my side for the rest of my life. Girlfriend, will you marry me?" The day after the final dated note, I'd properly ask the question at the scenic view along a nature trail that we intend to walk. I have less than 10 notes left to give. I am both ecstatic and extremely nervous to ask the question properly and to reveal what I have been doing for the past 6 months. I hope I surprise her with the act. I hope she likes the ring I bought her. I hope she enjoys the puzzle I left for her. But most importantly, I really, really hope she'll say yes. Just,
oh my god. Wow.
I know.
Ooh,
It's so cute.
I hope the people we're with now. If you see
if you're watching this video.
Yes. If you don't have this exact same energy, if you ever plan to ask,
It's so...
I hope
like,
you would have something like that on that
Aw.
level, because that's so beautiful. Yeah, I almost cried.
Yeah, when I read this,
I was
I was literally getting teary-eyed because he was like, I fell in love with her, like, since we were 12 years old. I've been in love with her.
Oh,
Like,
I've
we're
always loved childhood.
sweethearts.
It's ending, just go. Just go.
We're sweethearts, and...
Just go.
I just want to say
Leave it.
that we have our ring light.
And it's slowly, like,
We have it propped up on a
If-
tripod, but it's like unstably attached.
If it falls, it falls. I'm not fixing
And it's
it.
on this little neck. The neck is just like... And today...
Oh, it's going, Mom.
Today's been so chaotic, and there's been so many there's been so many interruptions.
Last story, too.
And I think this is such a good place to end. You know, it's like, this is something to look forward to. He said March 10th, and I will come back and check, right? March 10th?
Is he going to tell us the update?
I hope so. I'm going to keep checking on this Reddit
if she
post.
says no, oh, my heart will break.
Buddy, they've been
love
together
doesn't
for
exist.
so long.
There's no hope for any of us.
I will actually literally cry.
I will cry.
If she's like, you know what? If she ends up being another Redditor on here,
Hey,
and she's like,
my weird boyfriend.
why would you make me work for my proposal? You know I hate puzzles.
It's weird.
You made the proposal about you. I'd cry. Oh my god.
But I hope that doesn't happen. I hope she's like the teary-eyed, the whole thing, the sunset happening in the back of them.
I know, it's so cute.
I hope
It's
that's
like
for you.
it's like Survivor, but
Oh, how is it like Survivor?
it's the puzzles.
Imagine they were contestants. You know, we've been through a lot. Or
People have gotten married
the
on
Survivor
Survivor.
couples.
Yeah.
I always found that
Boston
like,
Rob and the
cra-
other girl. The previous season.
If you don't watch the show, it sounds crazy.
Watch Survivor. It's good. It's still
The
going.
nicknames they give them is hilarious. Like, Boston.
He gave himself that nickname. Wasn't there a guy who gave himself one?
Yeah, it was very bad. No, wait, maybe you're thinking of 90 Day Fiancé. No, Necknet Ed.
No, he didn't give himself
No,
that
he
nickname.
called himself he called himself Big Ed. But the
My
internet
friends call me Big Ed, but
the internet calls
No
him
Neck
No
Ed.
Neck
Oh,
Ed.
no.
Sorry, it was something beautiful and we talked about Survivor and No Neck.
Survivor is a beautiful thing.
Survivor is a beautiful thing.
Survivor is a beautiful thing, and it perfectly encapsulates society. Like, it shows you
really
how
does.
quickly people devolve into chaos.
Devolve.
And, like, yes, devolve. Like, oh yeah, like, but this is about forming connections and building trust.
Teamwork.
And yes, no. As soon
Who
as
can I
day
get
one
out?
starts, yes. Who can I manipulate? Who can I take advantage of? I'm gonna make them think that I trust them, but really they're just the dummy that I'm
It's
manipulating.
sabotage left and right.
And I love it because it's in a controlled environment.
So watch it. It's on Netflix. There's like they do two seasons.
This show's been going since like we were children.
Yeah, but like if you don't have access,
Oh,
like,
yeah,
if
they
you
have
only
it on
have
Hulu.
Netflix, they also have it on Hulu.
Yeah.
They have more seasons on
But
Hulu.
you gotta watch it with ads if you don't pay for
Yeah.
like we do.
I don't know who's gonna survive.
Yeah.
Netflix almost didn't come back from their dumb, like, weird no password sharing policy.
Just kidding, guys. Psych.
Somebody
Say psych right now.
Messed
But,
up.
on that note,
No, we're ending on the beautiful note. Okay, you better cut all those dumb things out.
People need to watch Survivor.
Well, okay, they should, but like, let's remember what brought us
Let's
to that point.
regroup. Let's take a moment
I-
to think about. Oh yes, let's send a little
Yes.
subtle hints to. If you're planning on proposing, don't make it about you. If you're the one that's going to be doing the proposal,
Don't almost cheat.
oh my god,
Don't cheat
that's like
regardless.
basics.
But apparently, it's not basic to some people.
So, on that note, thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video.
Well, I hope that our viewers have a beautiful person in their life that'll do all that extent, like the last story,
Yes.
and give him a beautiful proposal and
Yes.
have a beautiful marriage.
Yeah. Hey, I wish that other lady a beautiful marriage too.
The
lady
one that got cheated on?
Almost got cheated on.
She got cheated on. Okay, I hope it's getting better because I hope he finally admitted it was full on cheating. That's the only way you can move past it, by the way. But yeah, we
And-
wish you the best.
And yeah, just be nice to people.
Oh,
Don't be
yeah.
mean for no reason.
Don't be that weird old man that tried to steal Kimberly's
Did I
vacuum.
beg
hoe.
you, you stupid hoe. Like, I feel like
We're trying to end this whole
stupid American. Just I feel like that's what was his energy. Like,
Oh, what?
just takes a vacuum and starts sucking in my hair. Oh God, no! Do I please?
You should have like leaf blowed him like in SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Should I do a shameless plug?
Oh my God! Yes!
Shameless
Yes!
plug announcement.
So you got time for this, huh?
Before my starvation kills me, I did recently started a vlog channel. It's not really like vloggy vlog. It's more like get gently motivated and figure life out with me, and also a random animation channel that I'm working on too. So
Two separate channels.
Yes, they're
Well-
separate.
We'll add it on the feature channel and also in the description for this.
Yes. Go check that out too if you want some other content. Meanwhile, you wait for this content.
Yeah.
I don't know how frequent I'll do that either because it's hectic. But yeah.
But it's more frequent than this, I think. So far. There's been more frequent.
Don't give him hope.
I'm just saying,
I'm figuring
you know,
it out.
there's an illusion of frequency with this because I compartmentalize these into like shorter. I'm like, yeah, we're posting.
This gives them
consistently.
something.
But that's for people who don't feel like watching 2-hour videos and just like, yeah, I'll watch a 20-minute, whatever, 10 minutes.
That's true.
But
On that note.
goodbye.